the world of mid-size premium sedans, the BMW 5 Series has always held a special place as the driver's car. It's actually been around for 49 years now and has built up quite a reputation in that respect. Car that we are looking at is the latest generation 5 Series, and what we have for you here today is a facelifted version that's been introduced recently. What's it all about? Let's find out. Before we begin, here's a little reminder. Are you enjoying the content on our channel? Then do hit that subscribe and like button, and also that bell icon to be notified the instant we upload a new video. This updated BMW 5 Series is being offered across 3 trim levels. Petrol powered 530i, the entry level 520D diesel, which is what we are driving today, and the top of the line 530D that's been fitted with an M Sport trim package. All 3 engines are offered with an 8-speed automatic gearbox and are rear-wheel drive. The biggest change to this G30 facelifted 5 Series are these new slimmer headlamps and this bigger signature kidney grille. The headlamp has some exquisite detailing. If you look up close, you can notice these U-shaped elements on top, the actual headlamp here, and these L-shaped LED DRLs that are the daytime running lamps and also double up as the indicators. If you go for the more expensive M Sport variant, you get the laser light module, which adds to the adaptive lighting function and increases visibility by almost 650 meters. The other big change on the face is, of course, that BMW has reprofiled its signature kidney grille, which is now larger and wider and more in your face. BMW has placed it lower, given it a large chrome surround, and if you look closely, you'll notice that the top actually sticks out more than the bottom, giving the car a much larger face. In profile, the BMW 5 Series, even with this facelift, has a long, low look with a purposeful stance. That is achieved thanks to the sporty roofline, heavy shoulder line, heavily flared wheel arches. The wheel design is typical BMW fare, and on this luxury line trim has this multi-spoke W design and is easily recognizable as one from the BMW stable. BMW is one of the pioneers when it comes to the wraparound tail lamp, and they have done quite well to bring it into the modern era. On this facelifted model, you get these rectangular units with this black surround, this L-shaped light, and of course this LED line below that houses both the indicators and the reversing light. The design of the light is quite unique and well structured, much like the headlamps. Also new to the rear of these cars are these trapezoidal exhausts that do well to give the car a sporty appearance. As midlife facelifts go, this one, in terms of the exterior design, retains the essence of the car, but with new bits all over to keep it fresh among the competition. The cabin of the updated BMW 5 Series remains mostly unchanged across all 3 versions. You get the same layout, same elements and same color schemes. The cabin of this car has been trimmed out in this caramel brown upholstery with a black dashboard, wood inserts and large spots of chrome. Everything is of high quality, and if you look at it from certain angles, you'll notice that the whole cabin is oriented towards the driver. What's more, everything falls easily to hand and everything is easy to reach, and this is mostly due to the driver-oriented nature of the dashboard. Now, given the large size of the car, you get a good glass house all around you, and this is something that's useful when you need to judge the corners of this 4.9 meter long car. The front seats are electrically adjustable and now get lumbar support function across all 3 variants. The driver's seat even gets memory function. The seats themselves have good side bolstering, which is something that's useful when you're attacking a set of tight corners in an enthusiastic manner. The steering is leather wrapped, has the paddle shifters and the controls for the instrument cluster. It's also electrically adjustable, which means you can get it to just the right position you want. Of course, the highlight of the dashboard are these two screens. This one on the right is the instrument cluster, while this one on the left has the latest iDrive system and is now a 12.3-inch unit. We have detailed both in our features and safety section. The rear seats of the updated 5 Series have a very functional aesthetic to them, and this is quite evident in the feature list. You get 2 individual climate zones, 2 USB Type-C ports, a 12-volt socket, a center armrest with pop-out cup holders, and actually speaking, that's about it. However, headroom and legroom is not an issue, as there's more than sufficient space for 2 occupants. While this may seem a bit behind when compared to the competition, it should be noted that BMW has the 6 GT, which has an excellent rear seat package when looking to fight against cars like the Mercedes-Benz E-Class and the Audi A6. Internationally, the boot of the 5 Series comes in at a hefty 530 litres, but due to our regulations requiring a spare tyre, it has been reduced to 400 litres, which isn't bad either, and due to smart packaging, you get the full boot to pack away your stuff. Its ergonomics are decent, and you get the kick to open feature, which works quite well, if a bit slowly. This being a premium mid-size sedan, you get quite a few features on offer. The standard list includes 4-zone climate control, leather upholstery, ambient lighting, power front seats with memory function for the driver, and electric steering adjustment. The highlight of the feature list, of course, are these dual screens. The digital instrument cluster has been a BMW forte for a while now, especially in its models higher up the price range. It's a very comprehensive HD quality display with the ability to show lots of information and can be controlled via the buttons on the steering wheel. The infotainment screen is new and is now a 12.3-inch unit running the latest version of BMW's iDrive system. This is currently offered on all recently launched BMW models in the country. You get the usuals like wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, navigation, driver assessment, performance gauges, and even wireless connectivity. Two of the toys that BMW has included for the car that caught our attention is the Auto Park feature and the ability to control the car with a special external key fob. The Auto Park feature is quite self-explanatory, while the external key fob ups the ante by allowing you to start the car from outside and makes it drive up to you from a parking space. It's a particularly useful tool if you are not able to enter the car or just plain want to show off. In terms of safety, you get 8 airbags, ABS, cornering brake control, stability program, tire pressure monitoring system, as well as front and rear parking sensors. The list is quite comprehensive. This BMW 5 Series facelift that we are driving today is the 520D. It's powered by a 2-litre 4-cylinder diesel engine that produces 190 bhp and 400 Nm of torque. You get an 8-speed automatic transmission that sends power to the rear wheels. This is the entry-level engine in the 5 Series range and has the role of providing an economical engine, but at the same time when you need to put the hammer down, it doesn't lack performance. It's a likable engine that's quite refined, and on the go, it would be hard to tell that you are driving a diesel-powered car. Once you go past the 2000 RPM mark, there's a surge of torque that propels you forward and keeps you going. You never feel like it's lacking, and there is always ample amount available for quick overtakes or just maintaining a steady but quick pace. The 8-speed gearbox is quite likable too and gives its best performance when you leave it alone in the background to do its thing. As we said, it always keeps you in the optimum gear and you never feel like you are lacking grunt. What's more, you get paddle shifters that allow you to hold each gear as long as you want to build up more speed. However, the gearbox in auto mode is sufficiently intuitive that you wouldn't miss the paddle shifters if BMW hadn't offered them. We tested the 520D, and in the full-fat sport mode, we found that it did the 0 to 100 km/h sprint in 7.54 seconds, while the 0 to 120 km/h run was completed in 10.75 seconds, an impressive figure for a car of this size and weight. What's more, the 20 to 80 km/h kickdown was achieved in 4.94 seconds, while the 40 to 100 km/h kickdown was completed in 6.05 seconds, both indicators of an extremely strong performance if you need constant pace. Finally, in our fuel efficiency test, it achieved 11.83 kmpl city and 15 kmpl highway. Getting behind the wheel of a 5 Series, especially this 520D, is quite an enjoyable experience. As we have shown you in the previous section with the fancy acceleration figures and kickdown times, it's no slouch at all. A part of this nice enjoyable driving experience is down to the CLAR platform that BMW introduced with this car in 2017. It's made the chassis more taut and rigid, but at the same time without adding weight or affecting the handling of the car. On the go, the steering weighs up nicely and has a reassuring heft that inspires confidence, especially in sport mode, when you get access to all of the car's punch. Out on the open road, the 5 Series has a surprising ability to shrink around you and feel like a much smaller and nimble car. It's in heavy traffic, or rather heavy Indian traffic, that you feel the 5 Series is large size. Like its predecessor, you get 3 driving modes: Sport, Comfort and Eco Pro, each of which adjusts the steering, throttle, transmission and damping. The Sport mode is the most aggressive, while the Eco Pro is useful when you need to potter around in traffic. The ride is surprisingly good at low speeds and is quite plush right from the word go, with most bumps and imperfections done and dusted without feeling much in the cabin. Despite the good ground clearance, it is better to be cautious over the large speed breakers and take them carefully. Looking for a car that will deliver both in the city and out on the highway, then the BMW 5 Series should definitely be on your list, especially in this 520D trim that we have reviewed today. BMW has added quite a few exterior and interior updates that bring the car up to the level of the competition. Sure, the rear seat package is lacking, but it more than makes up with good driving dynamics. The updated BMW 5 Series has been launched in India at the following prices. It's a rival for the likes of the Audi A6, Mercedes-Benz E-Class, Jaguar XF and the Volvo S90. For all the details on the updated BMW 5 Series, do visit our website carwale.com. Thank you so much for watching.